Okay, this video is designed to help you find the least common denominator, which is the first step in adding or subtracting rational expressions and solving rational equations. Okay, so step one says that we should factor the denominators. So if you look at x plus 1, we'll realize that x plus 1 does not have a greatest common factor, and it doesn't have an x squared, so it is already factored like it is. And if we look at x minus 4, we'll find that that also does not have a greatest common factor, and it does not have an x squared, so it's already factored like it is. So the least common denominator is everything from the first denominator, which is the x plus 1, and then any factor from the other denominator that's missing, which is the x minus 4. And so the least common denominator is x plus 1 times x minus 4, and we can leave it like that. We do not need to multiply it. Okay, so here's another example. This time when we look at 3x plus 6, we realize there's a greatest common factor of 3. So if we factor that out, that would leave us x plus 2. And when we look at x squared plus 5x plus 6, we think about what multiplies to 6 and adds to be 5. We would come up with x plus 2 and x plus 3. And since it was 1x squared, we can go straight to the factoring with that because we know that x squared is made by x and x. So the least common denominator will be everything that's in the first fraction's denominator, which is 3 times x plus 2. And then when we look at the second denominator, we realize that we need there to be an x plus 2, and there already is an x plus 2. But there needs to be an x plus 3, and there's not one, so we need to include it. So our least common denominator has 3 factors, 3, an x plus 2, and an x plus 3. Okay, and one final example. When we look at x squared minus 4, hopefully you recognize that as the difference of squares. So that would break up into x plus 2 and x minus 2. And over here again we can take the shortcut because of the 1. So we'll know that'll be x and x automatically. And we need to find the numbers that multiply to 4 and add to 4, which are positive 2 and positive 2. So this is going to be a little trickier for us with the common denominator. We'll take everything from the first denominator and place it into the common denominator. And then when we look at the second denominator, we'll say, hey, I need there to be an x plus 2. There is one. But I also need there to be a second x plus 2, and there's not a second one. So I have to add a second one in there. And so the common denominator is an x plus 2 times an x minus 2 times another x plus 2.